My name is Kevin Ray, and you're listening to Truckers and Others. Good morning, good morning, good morning. These motherfuckers are all up in the motherfucking way. Yeah, so last night, if you noticed on the Facebook group, I got them fucking wheels and tires mounted up on the truck. Hell yeah, I only broke off one stud and stripped out one fucking lug nut. Okay, a 19 and a 3/4 are close, but not the same. Okay, the 19, I just grabbed whatever the fuck kind of fit, and I threw it out there, and it worked on every single lug nut that I had, except for one. It twisted it off. It was on super fucking tight. Like, I mean, I was standing on it, doing all kinds of shit, and I got it to twist a little bit, but it also twisted the fucking nut. So I was like, oh shit, and that was on a wheel spacer. These wheel spacers, I have a set of wheel spacers at my house that I was gonna use on a different truck, and I think they're a little bit smaller, which I would prefer. And I know that they're good. They're hub centric and everything. These ones, I don't think they are, because there's a big gap there. I mean, maybe they'll be okay, but I'd rather just swap them out with brand new wheel spacers. And then I'll have new lug nuts and stuff. One of the studs was a little fucked up on one of them spacers, but anyways, one stud was already broke off on the passenger side front. I broke a stud off on the driver's side front. The passenger side, or the driver's side rear, everything was great, and then the passenger side rear, that's the one I twisted a nut off. Which way you got me going, GPS? Crash ahead. Dismiss! Shut the fuck up! That's what I say. I don't give a shit. Maybe I will here in a little bit. Did that fucking thing just start fucking shining on me? Oh. The sun hit a railroad that there's never a train on it. And the sun had apparently just hit the light, warning light, just right as I was going underneath it. And I was like, oh shit. Is our fucking train coming? Yeah, I got them all on there. And I think it looks way better. I like the silver side. So the way I did it, I wanted to make sure I put that, bad tire on the passenger side rear, and I have two wheels that had not been painted. They're just still silver, factory silver, and then I have two that somebody spray painted them black and didn't do a good job at all. And so, and I wanted to match them up. I wanted one side to be silver, one side to be the shitty looking black side. So apparently I mounted the one that was fucked up on the silver side. I wanted the silver side on the driver's side, but whatever. I probably should have just switched it out and been like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Oh man. But it's sitting there, it's looking good. Then my son, he was supposed to have his graduation yesterday. He was unable to go because he has an on and off again fever, double ear infection, not feeling good. So we stayed home, but I asked him, I was like, what do you want for dinner? You can have whatever you want. And he has not been wanting to eat lately, so I wanted to make sure I got exactly what he wanted, which usually if he's telling you what he wants, he's wrong. He's wrong. But he really wanted Panda Express, which yesterday, I don't know if you realize, I got home at like 1 o'clock, maybe a little later, and I told the wife, I said, hey, I want the orange chicken, because she bought a big bag of it that you just make at home. So I ate an entire bag worth of orange chicken to myself for lunch yesterday, and rice, a whole serving of rice. And then my son wants Panda Express, and my favorite dish from Panda Express is the orange chicken. And I was like, oh no, this is not good. I am not gonna, I'm still full from the last orange chicken I ate. I'm not getting that orange chicken. So I end up getting mushroom chicken, which mushroom chicken, that might be my new fucking dish right there. I wish they would chop up the mushrooms like one more time, or make them a little bit thinner so they can, I don't know. But the mushroom chicken is really yummy. I like it a lot. So yeah, I came home, ate some orange chicken, went outside, or I actually sat and I played video games for a little while. I wanted to be in there with the kids, and my son wanted to show me some stuff on his video games, so I turned on the stuff. I didn't play, but I did turn it on I turned on my video game, and I sat there and I played it for a while. The kids took naps, and then right as my daughter woke up, I said, all right, I'm going outside. Because she is whiny when she wakes up. She is not good after a nap. I don't know why. That's just the way she's always been, really. She's really irritable. So I said, all right, well, I guess if you're going to be just upset with me, I'll leave. Because she's not used to me being home after a nap, I guess. I don't know. So I went outside, but then she was upset that I didn't take her outside. My wife was like, why didn't you take her out with you? I'm like, because she doesn't like me. She don't like me, and if I take her outside, she's gonna want to be doing bubbles and all this other shit, and I'm out here trying to work on truck. That's what I'm doing. So she ended up bringing both kids out, and they did good. I just locked them in the truck. I just put them in there, closed the door. They're not gonna be able to open it up. So I got all the wheels put on. I'm surprised because I was sitting on the couch after playing my video game, and I was like, man, I should go out there and put those wheels on. I was like, but I don't really have a jack. I have a jack, but it's a tiny little jack. Tiny. And I was like, I don't think this is going to be big enough to do anything. Well, luckily the pumpkins hang low on them fucking axles, and I was able to, without wood or any spacers or anything, I was able to just grab the pumpkin and lift it up enough. And you got to think, I'm going from 31s to 33s, so I got to lift it up over an inch off the ground so I can fit on the bigger wheels and tires. Everything worked out great. There was not a hitch with it. The only thing that was wrong was I was like, I am going to fire this motherfucker up. So I grabbed jumper cables, hook it to my car, and try to fire it up, and it does not work. It sounds fucked up, is what the engine, it never even fired at all. But something with the starter sounded like it was grinding. So I did what I normally would do and just kept going and going and going and trying to get it to do something, and it would not fucking do it. And then I don't know if I ran my car battery too low or what the fuck I did, but I could not get I couldn't get it to do anything but click there after a little while. So I said, all right, well, I guess I'll just be getting a battery for it, and I don't know. I think I might end up switching out the starter. I don't know what starter's on there right now, but as Dalton from Pole Barn Garage has taught me, is go out and get yourself a Vortec from like a '98 starter, because they're smaller and they have more torque, and they bolt right up. So I might go try that. Get a battery and a starter. And then, yeah, I don't know. The ground cable goes to a manifold stud, an exhaust manifold stud is where the ground cable goes from the battery, the negative cable. And I don't know if I like that. I'd rather it go to the frame. But I mean, I guess the engine is mounted to the frame, but it's got, doesn't it have bushings like the engine mount or a rubber bushing? So you're grounding to the engine, the exhaust, transmission, transfer case. I guess those are bolted up. So I guess it should be fine. I mean, apparently it worked for however long it's been like that, but let me drink the rest of this water so I can spit. And yeah, just had a nice night. Fell asleep on the couch and did not want to, but that's where I ended up. I woke up this morning. Oh, I was watching Cletus McFarland. I don't, especially since this is like the month of freedom or whatever he's got going on, where he posts every day. I did not. I'm not able to keep up because I don't watch it YouTube every night. I should. I end up just fucking around on Facebook Marketplace or Facebook Reels or YouTube Reels or whatever, and not actually watching the fucking videos that the reason I pay for fucking YouTube. So but I did. I watched the one from yesterday where he totaled toast. I could not believe it. I didn't even know about that. He fucking totaled it, and then I was a little not upset. I was just disappointed that he's like, Toast has never been a good burnout car. I've never liked it. I've never been able to control it. It's always been. I'm like, oh man. So he's for sure getting rid of Toast. And according to some of the YouTube comments and stuff, and Facebook stuff that's going on, it looks like he's going to build the Tahoe with all the same equipment out of Toast, but it's going to be in that white Tahoe, and it's going to be kind of like a competitor to Neighbor, which is the Crown Vic, which I think is awesome. I think that could be cool. But, you know, a third gen Camaro, buddy. Dude, let that mullet fly. Mullet is mullet. Oh, no, that's mullet. Mullet's Elko. But, Toast. Toast is just like the most, that's like Americana right there. You know, I wish he would get into some older vehicles, but I understand it's more interesting to throw crazy engines into some obscure vehicles like a fucking Crown Vic that's got 1,200 horsepower or whatever the fuck it's got. What else? He's got the El Camino drag car, which isn't too crazy. I mean, it's an older. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to have it 70 or 71 Elco, but um, yeah. And then they got like the little mystery machine. There's the Miata. There's the Twisted T. There's the corn cob. I mean, there's just a ton of fucking vehicles they got there, and then they got the tow trucks and stuff. I think is pretty cool. Uh, the square body burnout or the square body big block fucking flatbed tow truck. That thing is awesome. I love that thing, but they need to do a little bit more work to it, I think, to make it. I don't know. I think they're having issues with their PTO. Understandably, they got to rev that motherfucker up. It'll run quick, but Anyways, woke up this morning. I knew I had to go to. I'm going down to Lacine, Kansas, to pick up a roll off. And then I remember looking at the paperwork, and it says I need to take the fucking double rail. And I'm like, ugh, why do I? All right, well, I guess the quad axle roll off trucks are busy. Was my thought. I'm like, all right, those trucks are busy. I can't use them. And I show up today, and we have two quad axles and then a regular roll off truck, and they're all sitting there ready to be used. They're just begging. So I'm like, man, should I just grab one of those? But he said take this for a reason. But maybe he had plans, my boss, maybe he had plans for people to use those other trucks, and it fell through because they're just sitting here. So I call him up. I'm like, hey, man, you want me to take the double rail? He's like, yeah, I'll take the double rail. I'm like, is there a reason? Because I see both quad axles sitting here, and that would really make my life a lot easier. Seeing as I gotta drive, I mean, it's not that the longer this takes, I guess, the better. But he said no, they're only supposed to fill that dumpster halfway up, and they are constantly filling it all the way to the top. So it maxes out. It's way too heavy, so you have to use the double rail. I'm like, all right, Jesus. So I gotta unhook the truck that I was using yesterday that was hauling the walking floor trailer. Gotta get that unhooked, and it's all fucking nasty and fucking gross. I gotta get the hydraulics unhooked. I gotta get because that truck and trailer had been at the landfill a lot. So it's full of crud and shit. Not fucking fun to dig your hands around in. I'm wearing gloves and everything, but got it unhooked, got the double rail hooked up, got everything going, everything's good, everything's fine. And then I am walking around, and I noticed I got a fucking flat tire on the double rail. And then my boss comes walking up because he needed to print out some paperwork for me to take with me. He's like, all right, here you go, you ready to go? I'm like, no, I got a flat tire, man. He's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I guess I should just take a double rail and hope everything goes well. If I'm a little heavy, I'm not going over any scales or anything, so I should be fine, right? He's like, no, just put some air in it. Put some air in that tire. I'm like, okay. So I aired up the tire. It was completely flat, so there's definitely a hole, but it's not a hole that I can hear. I'm sure I could hear it if I had like a quiet room, and I could put me and the tire in the quiet room, and I could listen. Or I had a spray bottle with fucking soap in it. I could find where the leak is. Probably pretty easy, but it's not leaking out that bad that I just gotta air it up before I use it. And then it will be addressed. And what I could have done is I could have just had the guys in the shop swap out me a tire, and it would have taken maybe a little bit more time, but not much more time than what airing it up took, because they got everything. They're a fucking pit crew in there. They're able to just swap tires like crazy. Not tires, just entire wheel. But I just threw air in it, said whatever. And now I'm hitting the road, driving down to Lacine, taking 69 the whole way. Love it. Love taking 69. But there's a lot of road work up here, so. But other semis go through here all the time, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, so I don't know. I think I've kind of hit my budget for this paycheck for spending on the truck, because last night I was like, hey, can me and the wife, I discussed with her that I want to buy a hat and a shirt from Kletus McFarland because he's got the month of freedom, and I could get me a fucking turbo or a set of fucking tires. There was my wife. I don't know if I like getting phone calls during recording or not. I really don't, but I don't want to miss out on phone calls, So I just got a phone call from the wife. She's trying to get the vet set up for the doggies. Because, call me a bad dog parent or whatever you want, but they haven't been to the vet in a while. They've been fine. There's been nothing wrong with the doggies. They've been happy and healthy and everything, but I don't know, something with my bigger dog today, he did not want to get up off the couch, which normally he's like ready to go outside, but I don't know, he just like, I'm going to sleep in today, but I made him get up and go outside, and then he came inside, and then, he's usually like super excited to eat breakfast, well, his one meal he gets, and he was not interested at all. And my wife even noticed. She called me this morning and said, "Hey, he's acting weird." I'm like, all right, well, call up the vet. Let's see if we can get him in there, get all of his shots updated, and get him, maybe, I don't know, maybe see if we can set up a well visit or I don't know, a non-well visit, whatever just a dog doctor visit, okay? The dog's, she's like, is that a thing? I'm like, yeah, it's a thing. You're getting, but my son is also sick, so I don't know. My dog could be sick also. I don't know. But we'll go ahead and get him checked out, make sure he's going to be a good, happy, healthy doggy for a while. But he's been getting skinny. I don't know. Not like super skinny. You can't see his ribs or anything, but you can see his spine a little bit more than normal. But he's always been a lean dog. And he eats a big pile of food every day. And yeah, they get table scraps. Not every time. Like, yeah, yesterday they didn't get any table scraps or anything, but I do feed them some stuff sometimes. And the little dogs, yeah, those little fuckers, they could live outside. They can't, but they are indestructible little dogs. It's a Yorkie, Chihuahua, and some little tater tot looking. It looks like a corn dog nugget is what that one looks like. It's just a corn dog nugget looking dog. It's got everything but the stick hanging out the ass. But they're good, happy, healthy dogs. They just need to get their shots and stuff, which they do. They need to get everything. And I set up a tent in my backyard, and I totally forgot about the tent. And so this morning when I'm letting the dogs in, I look out there, and the tent is gone. It fell down. That's okay. It's going to go in the trash anyways. I'm not going to do anything with that tent. It's all fucked up. So just going to trash that tent, get it out of my life. And then I have a trailer in my backyard that my Florida boy buddy that moved out, he brought over a whole bunch of wood, and we just stacked it on this trailer that I had in my backyard. And when I had the brush hog stand-up mower, I was able to kind of hook the trailer to that, and I was able to move the trailer back and then mow underneath it. But I wanted to let, some sunshine and air and all kinds of shit kind of get that area where the trailer's been sitting for a while. The only problem is now the trailer is downhill, and I need to push it back up the hill, and I can't do it by myself. If the trailer's empty, I could push it from the front yard to the backyard, and everything's fine. But I can't push this thing loaded down with lumber. I could unload the fucking lumber, which I should. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that one of these this weekend or something. I need to unload the lumber and put it in my shed. Now that my shed is cleared out of all the miscellaneous uh, bullshit that I had in there, I can uh, put all my lumber in there. This guy is just going too damn slow for me, and he's bumping the line. Dude, just let me go around you. You're slow. F-150. Wake up, Fastenal! Wake up, Fastenal! There you go. He about took the fucking ditch. And yeah, so today, just driving down, picking up a dumpster. It's going to be really heavy, apparently, and they're going to get it loaded up. I hope it's. They say they normally take this double rail down here to do this job, so I guess it'll be okay, but I don't know. Just if it's one dumpster, I don't know. People put these dumpsters in weird fucking spots, and it's hard to get to them. So I'm hoping that this is not one of those. I can just pull in there, grab it, and go. Why are we going so slow, people? This is an open highway. 70-mile-an-hour speed limit. Let's fucking roll. I think not tomorrow, but next, well, I guess maybe tomorrow, but next week is Trucker Hell Week. Not good. Not good. Trucker Hell Week is not going to be a fun time for anybody out here on the road. That's when they set up temporary scales. They pull over almost any and every truck. They go through anything and everything. It's a good training exercise for fucking DOT officers that are getting into the game. It's good to, catch the people out on the highway that have been getting away for a long time. It's good to show the DOT officers aren't just road pirates. They want to stop and just have a chat. They're not road pirates. They're just going to stop everybody for no fucking reason and just check them out and write them big fucking tickets because they want to. It's just Trucker Hell Week. It's once a year I think it might be twice a year actually. And they just, I've never had any incident. There was one time, I think I've probably been pulled over during Trucker Hell Week, but I think I got away with it. Everything was fine. There was a scale. It said all trucks must exit here. It was like a big sign and everything, and there's even some officers, and I was like, all right, well, I'm taking this fucking exit right here. Like, the GPS is telling me that my fucking drop-off zone is right fucking here, so it was kind of scary. I was like, should I go through the fucking scale and then do a U-turn and come back around and do another U-turn and then go to where I need to go? No, I'm just going to go to where I need to go. They just happen to set it up at the exit or right after my exit that I'm not taking. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun motherfucking week next week. Ugh. Think about taking the whole week off. Just break my leg or something. I can't work. It'll be healed in a week. But yep, that's all I got for you right now. I'll be back with you at I don't know, sometime along here. I'll be back with you because I'm sure something is going to happen. Well, I knew something was going to happen. Did not know what it was going to be, but I knew it. I knew something bad was going to happen. Yeah, got in there, got set up at the place where I'm picking up this roll off. Got a badge and everything. Went in, got a liaison because there's a bunch of gates you got to get through and shit. I don't know, and I wasn't sure. I don't know where that anything about this place, so I had to follow somebody back there, and right at the last corner that I'm turning to make it to this box, I snap off my emergency brake line glad hand. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, there's no the the cables on this truck apparently just got caught up on some shit, and whenever I turned it, instead of it, I don't know, it just fucking snapped off. So I had to hurry up and drive over there and get into position before I lost all my air, and luckily I did. And then I sent the boss a picture, and he sent out a mechanic, and then the mechanic took, you know, an hour and some change to get out there, which is normal, you know. But that, you know, as soon as he could, which he did, he didn't drag his feet and stop and grab a Dr. Pepper or anything on the way out. He just came straight out. And then, but while I'm sitting there for an hour, I thought I was going to sit there and play on Facebook, play on YouTube, play on Facebook Marketplace, do something. But no, I ended up calling a bunch of veterinary clinics, setting up appointments and canceling appointments, trying to figure something out. Called my boss, tried to get Monday off because I really just need a half day on Monday. But as we all know, half days don't fucking work. So I was like, I noticed that I didn't have anything on the schedule for Monday. So I call him up. He's like, nope, we're bringing in people from other branches to help us get all this work done because we have so much fucking work. I was like, oh, okay. So, no, you cannot have the day off. I'm like, fuck. All right, cool. He's like, why? I'm like, my dog is sick. He's like, your dog is going to be sick on Monday? I'm like, well, he's sick right now. He's 11 years old, and he's not eating, and he's skinny, and I can see his spine, and he's not acting right. Um, I don't know. How much more do I need to validate to you that I'm not lying, and I've got some actual personal shit I need to get taken care of. And if I go to one of these other like ER vet places, they charge a fuckload of money that I don't have to spend on that. You know, like listen, I'm gonna spend whatever I need to spend to keep my dog happy and healthy. But if he can wait till Monday, it's gonna be $50 instead of fucking 200, and that's just for shots. Uh, Not to mention the sick visit. So whatever. So I called up a trucker. It's a woman trucker that runs for our company that I talk to all the time. We used to run that southern route all the time, and but she's on disability right now, but she's able to do whatever she needs to do. And I was gonna see if she could either watch the kids or pick up my doggy. And she agreed to do one or the other. Doesn't matter to her, which is awesome. So, but now I'm trying to squeeze in an appointment because she's got stuff going on Monday. And I'm not like trying to make her rush around for me. she's got stuff going on till 2:30, and the dog doctor isn't available until fucking 3 o'clock. So I'm like, well, that gives you a half an hour to drive to my house, get my dog, and then drive back down to where you're at to get to the fucking clinic, because it's a place she recommended. So I don't know, but the mechanic, he got out there, he got my truck fixed up nice and good. I rerouted some of my fucking cables and lines, got a bunch of bungees over there holding shit where it's not going to fucking get caught up on some stuff. And we're rolling. We're good. Everything is fine now. You know, I wouldn't have ever broken an airline if I would have brought a fucking straight truck roll off. You know, that would have been fucking ideal. Like, if I would have been able to just do that, everything would have been a lot easier. And you wouldn't have been paying a man to drive an hour south to fix a piece of shit. Okay? And give me Monday off too, motherfucker. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep my. Well, I already switched that. I was gonna go in Saturday, but not this Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Today is Friday. Good Friday, not Good Friday, just a Friday. And the soonest weekend availability for that vet clinic was next Saturday. So I was like, oh, well, fuck. I don't know. I don't want my dog to be getting worse over a week. I'd really like to get him in as soon as possible, and over the weekend would be nice. But Monday should be all right. But not another fucking week on top of that, especially if he's not going to eat. I mean, it's only been one day, but I'm worried about him. He's been the same dog every single day for his entire life, and now he's acting weird. So, just want to make sure my dog is good. It would have been cool to get off work early today and get in and get home and be able to check him out. Because this morning I was in a rush. You know, I was like, oh, come on, dude, you got to go outside. I got him to go. He did not want to go, but I got him to go. And then, yeah, my wife said he was standing at the top of the stairs thinking about going down there to eat his food. And I don't know, I think I might have her move that food bowl upstairs. So if the stairs is what's the issue, maybe he'll, or set it outside. I don't know. Set the food outside, let him go out there. Make sure he's got water and food. But, yeah, my day consists of driving another hour north here, go to the landfill, struggle. Like, when I say struggle, I mean I'm going to struggle. I'm calling it now. This is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. I'm going to go to the landfill. I'm going to move the box to the back of the trailer, rehook up my winches, tip it. Shit's going to slide out, but it's going to slide out and stop. And then I'm going to have to get in the truck and move the truck forward, and the truck is not going to move. Because all of the weight is on the very ass end of the fucking trailer. It's not going to work. So, I don't know. I think the best bet I have is to put the truck into neutral. And luckily, it's not going to roll off anywhere. But put the truck in neutral and everything, and then hop out and go over there, and then tilt the box up, and then as the shit's sliding down, hopefully it's got enough power to roll the truck forward. It would be nice if I had a second person with me that could have the truck just in drive and start rolling forward as it's I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's not going to be good. The landfill is not going to be as sloshy and nasty as it has been, like yesterday probably, because it's been pretty dry and bright, sunny. So hopefully that's the only thing I got going for me right now is that the landfill might not be full of slime. But it doesn't matter. It can be the nicest, clearest day out there, and it's still not going to work. Which I don't know what the fuck I did differently in St. Louis. Because I had this, not this truck, but this trailer. I had this shit out there in St. Louis. And I was dumping, several boxes a day. And everything went great. Like, I didn't have any issues. But other than that one time out in St. Louis, I've always had issues. These motherfuckers coming off that on-ramp like they mean it. Stay in it, bitches. Um, that's all I got for you right now. I don't want to make this episode way too fucking long, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll get back with you whenever more bad shit happens. 'Cause that's the way it goes. More bad shit's going to happen. Everything is going so good today. Nothing bad can happen today. Things are good. I'm manifesting. That's what I'm doing here. I'm manifesting good vibes. Let's talk about the things that went wrong, okay? And things can only get worse from here. I mean, they could get better, I guess, maybe. But driving back, me and my wife and the coworker with the vet, all the vet stuff that I've been talking about. I've been a fucking little marble. I'm getting bounced around back and forth. I'm up, I'm down, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I'm just like, whoa, everybody's talking to me. We have 7 different doctor's appointments set up for my doggy, okay? And I'm losing track of what the fuck is going on. Apparently there's something we can do this weekend, something that we can do later today, something we could do on Monday. There's a thing on Tuesday. There might be a thing on Wednesday. I could do it next weekend. Brother, I was getting all bounced around, and I'm on the phone with my wife, and we're trying to figure it out. And then I'm getting closer and closer to my exit. Every time I get a phone call, it takes my GPS away, which I don't really need the GPS, but I want the GPS. I'm upset. I was upset because I did not stop at an easier place to eat before I got to the landfill. It was going to be 11:30 when I got there. I was not happy about it. What is going on over here? Somebody just smoking. Somebody's smoking over there. Oh, it's a fire department. They're putting out a fire on the side of the highway. Where he got a water bottle in his hand. Anyways, so I'm on the phone with her. I ain't got my GPS. I'm trying to get the GPS to fucking do what it needs to do. Motorcycle zip zapping around. And I'm trying to think of 7 different things at the same time. Oh, there's another fucking fire. Would you look at that? There's another fucking fire on the side of the highway. Would you look at that? Would you look at it? There's a fire. There's 2 fires. There's 2 fires on the side of the highway. Would you look at that? And the mower over here, the guy mowing, he's just like, oh, fuck. There's a fire over there. Anyways. So sometimes when I get into situations where I've got 17 things going on, and I'm like, I'm at work, I gotta go. So I rudely got my wife off of the phone. And then, but luckily, the next exit after the exit that I'm supposed to take has a little truck stop. Not good food, not really any good truck parking. But I pull in there. There's multiple open fuel bays. I just park in one of those because I've been there before, and that's the one that you got to go in. You got to prepay. There's a cyber truck driving down the road. Look at it, cyber truck is on the road. I just seen it driving, not on a trailer. That's the only cyber trucks I've ever seen have been on trailers, but not no more. I just seen one driving on the highway. There's another fire on the side of the highway up here. Yo, what the hell's going on? Dude, the fire department, God bless them. They're out here doing good work. They're over here busy. It's a nice sunshiny day, and they're over here dealing. Oh, there's nobody dealing with it right now, but there is a fucking fire on the side of the highway. Apparently, it's a high fire danger day. It just rained a bunch. I don't know what the hell's going on. The nitrogen in the soil fucking getting all fucking hot. I don't fucking know what's going on. So I pull off at that truck stop and I go in, and they have Stromboli. Who'd have known that? They have one counter, but there was some lady over there she's like, I want chicken strips, and I want a different chicken strip. I want that chicken strip. Can you move those chicken strips out of the way? And let me look at that. And I was not going to deal with being behind that fucking lady. Okay, I said, all right, I'm fucking going somewhere else. I'm going to go get my drink first. So I go grab my drink, and then I go over, and at a different area, that's where they have pizza and Stromboli. And I'm like, hey, I'll take a Stromboli and a slice of pizza. That sounds delicious. Yo, if I'd have known how good that Stromboli was going to be, I'd have got 3 of them. Not kidding. I would have got 3 of those fucking Strombolis. But I only got 1 and a slice of pizza. And the pizza was pretty good, too. It was like super soft, delicious, and good. But I don't know. Anyways, I ate that on the road. I started driving. Stromboli is the perfect driving food, okay? There's not many foods that I like to eat when driving, but Stromboli, check that fucking list, okay? That's number 1. What are you going to eat when you're driving down the road? Stromboli. Second place is a Crunchwrap Supreme, which is also not good, but it's designed to be eaten. What the fuck is going on here? These fucking road directions are all fucked up. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Anyways, a Crunchwrap Supreme, also known as a Good to Go. Because that's what I've called them for a long time. Because I can never remember the name of them at Taco Bell. I say, can I get one of them Good to Goes? And they're what? I'm like, the Good to Goes. Because back when you used to watch TV and watch commercials, that's when it came out, and it was always called a Good to Go. Good to go. Good to go. Oh, bump. So I eat that, but I'm still rolling. I drive over to the landfill. I get in there, get checked in. Nothing going wrong. Everything going right. Lady, she asked me, she's like, how's it going today? I say, it can only get worse. She said, really? I'm like, yeah, it can only get worse. It's so good, it can only get worse. I've had no issues today. She's like, well, that's good to hear. I'm like, yeah, it is, isn't it? Just lied to you. I just lied to you. But I'm not going to sit here and talk to you. I need to get on and go. So then I go down, I drive over to the landfill. And let's just say the landfill decided to make some changes. They wanted all the trash trucks to go to the left, and they wanted all the semis to go to the right. I did not get the memo. I didn't get the memo about all that shit going on. So I went to the left. I don't know which one I said, but I went to the left, which is the wrong way. And I waited in a line of trash trucks, and they had a small area where, like, single axle or straight trucks could get in there, do a U-turn, and get back in. But I'm in a fucking double rail, so that was not cool. I had to wait for every truck to get out of there except for one, so I could get in there and have enough room to maneuver. And one of them followed me in there and was going to try to fucking sneak past me, and I said, no! Real loud like that. And I fucking blocked him. And then I got backed in to where I needed to be, got everything going. I got the roll-off partially dumped, and I said, I know this isn't going to move, but I'm going to try it. And it moved! What? I don't know why! I have no idea why. I don't know if this tractor just weighs more, and that's what helped. I don't know, but it moved. I was able to drive forward, but in doing that, I found out that there's a safety switch on the PTO. So if you put the truck in drive with the PTO on, it's going to shut the PTO down and not let you turn it back on for a little bit. Not sure why. It fucked everything up, and I needed to turn the truck off and on and off and on, and PTO on, PTO off, PTO on, PTO off. And eventually, I don't know, it seemed like there was a timer or something. Eventually, it fucking worked. But I was getting very frustrated there for a second. And I got the rest of the dumpster dumped, was able to pull forward, and then I had to find a nice, quiet, flat area out of the way so I can drop this container the second time and put a motherfucking liner in it. And these liners suck ass to install. So I found the windiest spot on the highest area and started trying to put my liner in up there. It was the only flat, open area that I was able to maneuver around and drop it, because I want to drop it on flat ground. The wheels on the dumpster do not spin, so it was a struggle to get the thing to just come off the truck. But I got it. And yeah, the liner was not fun to put in either, because every time I put it in one spot, the wind would blow. And there's not really anything you can do for that. There are no hooks on this dumpster. Usually these dumpsters, they have like little metal hooks sticking out, so you can pop a hole in the, like, just hook the liner on it all the way around, and then so everything will stay where you want it to be. No, not this one. This one does not have that. So it was kind of a set it there. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow, and try to get the rest of it unfolded and put where it goes. It did not work out very well, but I got it. After a long, grueling time, I got it. All right, now we're in a work zone, and we are now stopping. So this is what I was hoping for. I would like to stop here in the work zone and check out the place, see how you guys are working over here. Let's stop a little further. Here's a good spot. Let's just stop about right there. All right. Oh, watch out, motherfucker. Fucking Toyota RAV4. Doing RAV4 things. Just pulling out I got the liner put in. Hooray! And I got the dumpster loaded up. I just left it on the back of the trailer. Because if I was hauling two of them, I would have one on the back and one on the front. But if I'm hauling one of them, I even out the load. I put it in the middle. But that involves unhooking the one winch, hooking up to another winch, moving my stop block, and just more work than I really want to do. And it's an empty container, so it weighs not very heavy. So I decided I'm just going to leave it on the very rear, and it'll be fine. That's a solid white line, you fucking Toyota Corolla. What is up with these Toyotas these days? Gotta watch out for them. They just they cut over the solid white line in a truck zone, cut off a big fucking semi. They're like, dent it, we don't care. I already got a tail light out, so fuck it. They're using a TomTom. I see it. You don't know what a TomTom is? It's a fucking GPS. Okay? Those are, I think they're unsupported now. So he's driving on no road right now because this is a construction area. This is not a road on his map because he's using a TomTom from 2005, 2006 maybe. I had a Garmin and I thought it was cool. You could make it a monster truck. I could have a monster truck on my Garmin. And then I was trying to sell my truck and I posted it up. Well, I didn't post it up. I did post it up on Craigslist back when Craigslist was where you did stuff. Posted up on Craigslist and I parked it at a Hobby Lobby. And I forgot to lock the doors. And somebody got in there and stole my fucking Garmin GPS. Back when they were hot. Okay? They were fucking hot. And I was like, you motherfuckers. And then immediately smartphones came out. And I hope that guy is still. Maybe this is the guy right here. Maybe that isn't a TomTom. Maybe that's my Garmin. Did you fucking steal my Garmin, you fucking bullshit motherfucker? He's not answering. He's not even He doesn't even know I'm here. I could probably bump him a little bit, and that would be kind of cool. Just a little bump. Just a little hello. Welcome to the roadway. Anyways, I sold that truck for $4,500. I bought it for $5,000. And then I drove the shit out of it. And then I sold it for $4,500. Not bad. Not bad. I lost $500, but it paid for itself. Not really. I wasn't making money with the truck at all. But that was my green 96 K1500 work truck. Extended cab, 5.3, 4L60E. It was a good old truck. Had the saw blades, wheels with the lug nut center caps. Oh yeah, it looked good. Cranked up torsion bars. And then when I sold it, it had old shitty mud grip tires that I found in a barn. They were given to me. Here's Spa, not your average trucking company. Please tell me what isn't average about your trucking company. I don't know what's going on. Looks like maybe the aliens are invading today. Maybe they will. I'm crawling at a 4 to 5 mile an hour crawl here. Just waiting for another Toyota to cut me off. We're at a point. We're on 69 in the construction. They're trying to put in a toll road. Okay, so this is the toll road that we're on. They're trying to make it a toll road because that's going to make a lot of sense. They're like, hey, who wants to pay tolls? And apparently enough people said sure that they're doing it. Why? I don't fucking know. Okay, this is ridiculous. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fix the roads with the toll road, and then the toll road's gonna pay for the roads that we fixed. Are you gonna get rid of the tolls when it's done? Like, no, they will never get rid of the toll road. Like that's like I don't know. I've heard of it a little bit, not much. I don't know what I'm talking about, but like a bridge crossing fee. They set up the little bridge crossing deal. They're like, yeah, you got to pay for this to cross the bridge. But that's to pay for the bridge, and I guess maintenance too. But this is ridiculous. This is kind of ridiculous where I'm at. Hirschbach, not your average trucking company. Oh, do you want in here? Do you have your blinker on? I can't fucking see you. You're so close to me. Oh yeah, everybody just hop in front of me. Yeah, yeah, hop in front of me. Take my area. Take my buffer zone. That'd be great. Now I gotta look to my left and my right because I got people from both sides trying to get into the one fucking lane that I'm in. I don't understand. Um, One of these days I'm gonna hit one of you motherfuckers. There's another Toyota. It's got a temp tag. You really got to watch out for that. White Toyota Corolla with the temp tag. Watch out! That's the most threatening vehicle I've ever seen in my life. Oh man, temp tag brings the danger level up at least 15%. And then if it's a small, affordable front-wheel drive car, brother, watch out. And if it says Country Hill Motors on the back, watch out. That's a dealership nearby, and they sell a lot of vehicles with no credit check. Well, maybe they do. I don't know what they do. I don't buy fucking shit. I just noticed Country Hills Motors. It's got a guy waving. Oh, are you coming in here? Is your blinker working? No blinker. Straight up cut off. Ay, yeah, sorry about the silences. Alright, so this guy didn't put his blinker on because he only wanted half of my lane. He wanted to block everybody else and me. He just wanted to. I don't understand, yo. Your blinker don't work? You gotta get enough ahead of me that I can even see your blinker before I'm gonna notice you have your blinker. I gotta put air in my seat and raise my fucking head to the goddamn ceiling to see you. Okay? This is ridiculous. Oh, kolache. I mean, not kolache. Stromboli. There goes the ice cream truck. Um, yeah, so I'm just kind of. My phone is dying. That's not good. All right, I'll pause and I'll be back. Maybe. All right. We're coming up to the end of the day here. Almost. Hitting traffic now, which is normal. It's 4 o'clock on a Friday. Let me tell you a little pet peeve of mine, but I don't know. It's not just me. I think it will bother anybody. Whenever you call a vet or anybody, in my case, I called the veterinarian. And every time I say any words, I can hear my voice about a second later. And oh my God, I was like, I don't think I'm going to use your vet clinic because I could hear myself in your phone and this is making me so angry. I'd like to just hang up now because I'm like saying words, but if I say more than like 2 or 3 words, I'm talking over myself, which is not fucking cool. I'm talking over myself. Like, how is this? Fix your fucking phone, okay? I don't like it. And also, I'm talking to the wife. I'm like, your grandma takes her dogs to this one place. I know it's a little bit of a drive, but let's just see if they're open. She's like, the 5 vet places we've called, no, they're not available on Saturday. So let's just assume they're not available on Saturday. I'm like, hey, lady, shut the hell up. We're fucking find out. Like, give me the number. I will call. I will find out. Because it's like, what? I don't know. I love her to death, but she gives up early. She's like, I called 4 places, and they're all booked up on Saturday. We're just not. Saturday's just not going to work. Like, all right, well, what have you called a 5th place? Maybe a 6th place? I don't know. There's a lot of fucking We're not in a small town. We're in Kansas City. There's a lot of vet clinics, okay? We're not in the small town where there's one vet clinic, and it's like, oh yeah, old Dr. Brown, he was walking a dog outside to check the dog's hips, and the dog went around him twice, and then uh, tripped the doctor, and now somebody's got the doctor on a leash watching him walk around, checking out his hips, and he's just having a bad time. So yeah, the vet clinic's closed for right now. You're gonna have to travel about 4 or 5 hours out of town to find a vet clinic or something. You're gonna have to go to the city, is what they would say in a small town. Yeah, he's out right now. He fell down walking a dog. So you're gonna have to go out to the city probably to find anything this weekend. That's not where we live. I'm in the city, so uh, yeah, I don't know, but and I don't know. I haven't been there at home very long. Like last night was a normal night. Nothing was weird about it. It was all this morning, and I'm like rushing. I gotta take a shit. I gotta get my shit packed. I gotta get dressed. I gotta get the fuck out the door. I gotta get going. And my dog did not want to go outside. Forced him to go outside. He came back inside. I fed him, but lately he's been afraid of something in the garage. I don't know what it is, but he will not go in the fucking garage like he normally would be the first one in there, like begging to get in there and then eat his food and be happy. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I got some sort of magical voodoo deep freeze from Menards. Because ever since I put that deep freeze in there, he's like, I ain't going in there. I ain't doing it. He'll go in there, and then he'll be like, oh, shit, I totally forgot there's a fucking magical voodoo deep freeze in here. And then he's like, I got to get the fuck out. So I don't know, but the little dogs don't give a fuck. And they can all hear good, so I don't know. Maybe he's picking up on a frequency I'm unaware of. Maybe he misses the old deep freeze, and that's why he misses that old deep freeze. Whenever it turns on, he goes, "Bang." Or I have a garage radio now, and when I was moving around the deep freeze, the radio was on top of the deep freeze. But I had to move everything around, and it's one of them dial style fucking old ass radio. It's got a tape player and a CD player on it. Needs a big ass antenna that's all ripped off. Damn, I didn't know if you were coming all the way over or not, buddy. Um. Anyways, I changed the radio station. I think I was on 101 The Fox, the classic rock radio. What the fuck are you doing? What is that? Dude, this dude, we're in like stop and go traffic, and we finally started going, and this one dude, all the way from 4 lanes to the left, just came over and about hit my fucking truck. Like, that's the closest I've come. Well, not ever, but that's the closest I've come to getting into an accident in a fucking while. He was just coming over. Like, what the fuck, dude? You want to exit way up here? Okay. Fuck, dude. Fucking. Ugh. I'm in the city, y'all. I'm in the city. Okay, this is what you got to deal with in the city. I've had to use my fucking horn twice today. Okay. Oh man. Anyways, I don't even know what I was talking about. Got me all flustered. Um. Oh man, I totally lost what I was talking about. Man, that'd be cool if I could just rewind, but apparently I can't. You guys can. You guys could hit the 15-second back button and figure out what the fuck I was talking about. And you're probably yelling at the radio right now. You're talking about fucking. I don't even know. I wish I knew. It fucking painter van threw me off. I'm guessing it was a painter van. Could have been a fucking carpet guy. Could have been a drywall guy too. Could have been a fence builder. Could have been a lot of different things. Was I talking about walking the veterinarian because the veterinarian fell down? No, I was past that. Um, well, yeah. The day is going well. I'm ready to get off of work and go figure out what I just know. I already know. I've been dreading it all day since my boss brought up the other day. So you haven't been volunteering for weekend work. Well, listen. If I don't have anything on my schedule base, which is the app that we use to schedule everything, if I don't put anything on there, that means I'm available. I'm letting you know right now, even on weekends. If I put something down on the weekend, that means I'm not available to work it. And if I don't have anything labeled on the weekend, guess what? I'm available and I want to work. It's what I told him. That was back when we were having bad money problems. But we are good now. And now I'd like to recant my statements. Oh man, you're running the yellow. I ain't fucking sitting through that fucking traffic light, that's for sure. Y'all watch out. Here it comes. So anyways, I've been dreading getting back to the shop because I know, well, and I gotta dread it all the way up until like, I don't know, 8 o'clock tonight. I'm gonna be dreading the work that he's going to volunteer me to do tomorrow. Um, it happens every fucking weekend. Every weekend, every single weekend. The last 3 times that we've worked at the railroad wheel place, I have been there. The last 3 times. It's like I go there every single time. And I don't want to go. I will do other work on the weekend if you need that. Like, that's what I should tell them. But hey, I will volunteer for any weekend work you have except for the railroad wheel place. Anything else, I'll do it. But I'm taking that one job. I'm going to go ahead and take it off there because I can go most of the day staying pretty clean. But no matter what my job description is, because it changes whether I'm running the truck or not running the truck, no matter what my job description is, I end up running the fucking truck at the end of the day, which is fine, running the truck, but nobody wants to help you run the truck until the end of the day, or everybody wants to help you run the truck until the end of the day when you got to clean it out. And then you are sitting there cleaning it out and then the rest of the crew is sitting, you help them do everything but throw shit in the trash. Because you're not able to move the truck out of the way until their truck is out of the way. So you got to help them get all their shit picked up, put away, stacked up, nice and neat, cleaned up, get all the tape ripped off of it, and then load all the trash into the trailer, and then they drive over to the dumpster, and while they're throwing the shit in the dumpster, which takes a minute, I got to drive over to another place, wait for the fucking gate to open. The gate doesn't open. You got to walk out, go talk to the guard. The guard's like, "Who are you?" And you're like, I just drove through here. There's a secondary gate that I need to open." It's like, "Oh, what are you doing over there?" I'm dumping the fucking shit. And then by that time, the truck with the rest of the crew is rolling up, and they're like, "You ain't dumped yet?" We're like, "I'm trying to dump right now, but the fucking gate's closed." Then you get back in there, you back in, and no matter what the wind is doing, by the time you get back in there, the wind will change direction to blow right on you. So as soon as you're dumping all this dust, it just dusts you out. And if you are able to dodge the dust at that moment in time, after you dump the bulk of it out, you bring it down and you open up the side boxes. And you got to clean out the side boxes, the bag houses. And there's no way to do that without covering your entire front of your body in the dust. And then the crew will usually be like, "All right, see you at the shop." And they take off. And then you're there for another half hour scraping dust out of the fucking side boxes, because if you don't do it and somebody else needs to use that truck and they go out to a place and then it's got full of fucking dust, they're going to be coming to you and be like, "Hey, why didn't you clean the fucking truck out?" Like, "Well, I clean it out every fucking time, so I don't have to have that conversation." And I get completely covered in fucking dust every single time. There's no way to get it off of you except for changing your entire outfit at the shop, which is fine. You can do that. But it's just like everybody else is already gone and they're going home. And I'm just still here on Saturday, covered in dust, naked in the shop, putting on new pants. My socks are still wet, and I hate my socks get wet throughout the day. If I do work and stuff, they get moist or warm or whatever. I take my boots off once. I want to keep my fucking boots off. They need to air out, okay? The boots get worn once a day during work, and then you take them off and you don't put them back on. Well, if you're changing pants at the shop and you ain't got shoes with you, guess what you're putting back on? The hot boots. The hot, warm, wet boots covered in dust. Okay, I'm just complaining here. But the good news is that I don't want to speak too soon. I'm about 37 seconds away from rolling into my shop, and if things are the way they normally are, the gate will be shut, and I will not be able. I will have to stop and open the gate, but maybe not. You never know. I don't know. It seems like Friday around 3 o'clock, everybody gets the fuck out of here. They lock the whole place down, and then you roll it. You gotta stop the truck, open the gate, pull in the gate, blah 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 blah. Fucking pain in my ass. And then you leave and you lock the gate, and then you driving out, and then there's somebody else rolling in, and you're like, motherfucker, I didn't have to lock the fucking gate. But everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right today. Getting to the shop. I had to honk again. There's a tanker. I'm just honking at the tanker. Watch, the def tank is on the wrong side. No, it's right there. All right, cool. Cool beans. I'm going to let you guys go. Keep all 18 down, and I'll let you know how things go later. The next time. Till next time. Bye-bye.